we should tell people, a lot of times just before the recording starts, we're saying things we really can't say in a podcast episode. So
So
we get that all out of our system.
yeah. So I did want to start off with how kind we are.
Yes, yes. But we are hearing some fun stuff about the coming summer. And
yes,
we can share a little of it. There's going to be more bands. We can say generic things.
No, we're going to share. I mean, Ron call. I mean, he who will not be mentioned.
This news is out. We know who's going on the tour. Now, are we allowed to say it yet, or we don't have?
I feel. Oh God, it's nobody said DL to me. I got. All right. Here's what's up.
All right. Who wants to intro? We should do this.
I'll do it.
Who's going to intro it?
I'll do it because I'm the guy who talked. Okay. Right. So listen, y'all out there in Castland, we wait every year to find out who's on. Fortunately, we don't wait to find out if we're on. That's a nice thing. But every year we wait, and boy, we all know, and I'll say it without crying, probably for the first time, we lost our Volman. So now we got to rebrand. We're redoing everything, right, guys? Here comes
Happy Together tours.
A wild Happy Together tour. Tell them what they've won, boys.
You tell them what they've won. Hey, you've won, Paul. This one. You won a new car.
You've won the vote. Yeah. You've won Chicago. You've won.
Well, what we know is, and everybody will know, is that there's going to be 8 acts. Usually it's 6. And
shocker, right there.
Yeah, and in the brand, actually, Susan, it's the same. It isn't changing.
Okay.
The brand is the brand that continues on.
Same, everyone.
Yes.
Together brand, yeah.
Right. And I do believe Happy Together, what I'm excited about,
I don't even know what branding means,
is what's going to happen differently. Are we just going to come on out and have Shadow Stevens still announcing the same way?
I did ask for the public's knowledge. I told the boys, I asked if we still get to open, and we do.
Yes, that's great. And now the association, who we love, these guys, they're so funny to us.
Love.
They're coming back out.
Yes.
The 3 of them.
No. Actually, Del Ramos, and that breaks my heart. Deli Lama will not be joining us. I'm not sure why he was sat, but maybe he's got some health things, or maybe he's got some stuff to take care of. Del's a busy guy.
So we don't really, other than Jules and maybe Paul.
No, I've heard Polly Holland.
Will they even bring a third? I don't know.
Oh, hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, remember when Jim Yester went down? Well, it sounded like he died. He didn't die, but when Jim, took his leave, the 2 of them sounded great.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Paul they did.
And so, of course, the Cowsills, all we want to know is who's on the bus, who's driving, how many songs do we get? We're still opening, so we're relieved about that.
Yeah, that was the big one.
But with 8 groups, if we all do 5 songs, 8 5s are 40, then the audience will be asleep by the finale. So I don't know what they're going to do. If we do all 3, that doesn't sound enough.
Well, look, I mean, this is a mathematical equation at this point, right? If you have 8 acts and you have an hour and a half, how long do we usually? Is it an hour and a half?
It can go 2.
Has it?
Yeah, it has, definitely.
We have. Okay. All right. So
the intermission.
Let's do 2 with an intermission and do that math. Paul, do the math.
Well, that's 16 songs. What I try to do is I go 16 and then I times it by 3.
3 minutes.
An average of a 3-minute song.
Sure.
So,
from our era, for sure.
8, 16, 24. Yeah, that's 24 minutes.
Let's do this. Here are the veterans of the tour this summer. The Cowsills.
Yep.
Gary Puckett is coming back.
Yeah.
He did that in-ear monitor thing, and his life changed.
Yes.
And even his winter shows, you get reports back that Gary Puckett got better. Gary Puckett's doing great.
I love that for him so much.
So Cowsills, Puckett.
Vogues.
The Vogues.
Troy Bond.
But Troy's going to have to sit that comedy down, I bet, and no more of that business.
He might not be as fun on the road if he can't be funny on stage. Maybe we'll let him be more funny off stage, which I don't think is possible. Maybe we'll offer that. Troy, if you're listening, you can bump up funny off stage this summer, okay?
Or do one less song and replace it with one of your comedy skits.
Right, but how many songs are they doing now? 4.
4.
They do 4.
So they can do their comedy. They have
Yeah, if they go to three,
If they go to three, they can.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
all right, Troy. Honey,
So, folks,
work on your new stuff.
Cowsills, Ron Dante.
Yes.
Yay!
Susan, the question with Ron Dante, is he doing a set of his own material?
This detail I have not come up with. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I'll give a little something here though. And
Okay.
and I know nothing about it, but was only asked upon, I can't remember when I guess they started figuring out, would I sing a duet maybe with Ron? So that might happen.
Where
Speaking speaking of where is love, Casties, we will interject here at this moment that our guest today is Mr. Mark Lester from Oliver.
Yeah.
So
Oliver.
more
stay
than
tuned
Oliver.
for that. Stay tuned for that. Bob said, "Where is love?" So
All right, back to
all right, back to this. Okay, the
Ron
votes, the
Dante.
association, Dante Cowsills, we're up to 4. Keep going.
Okay, now we go to the 4 other groups who are coming out. Are you ready, everybody? So we got Dante, Cowsills, Vogues, Association. We know we're familiar with all those. Now we're going to go Trogs, Wild Thing.
Oh wait.
Not Do the Wild Thing. This is the earlier Wild Thing. Remember that other one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was Do the Wild Thing.
I remember it.
Who let the dogs out? All right, anyway, Trogs, Wild Thing, Love is All Around us.
Yep. That's all we can come up with, though.
But they'll probably think. So that's it. The Fortunes. Now,
You've got your trouble.
we have been performing You've Got Your Troubles for about 3 years now. So we're all excited about hearing the Fortunes do You've Got Your Troubles.
And we'll probably never do it again after we hear them.
Well,
no, I'm kidding.
We'll stand there and we'll honor the originals, or how how it is today, guys. Who's original?
Yeah.
I mean,
sometimes I'm not even sure if we're originals.
But, well, look, I do the same thing everybody else is. So does Paul. We're singing Billy's. Anyway, we're all in the same boat, okay? We're all in the same boat. Yeah. But our boat's a little...
Wow, not quite.
We got a family boat. Yeah, we got a family boat.
Oh, Polly, I love you.
The other boats have to go out into the sea and cast... I don't know how they do it, but whatever. So the Trogs, Wild Thing and that. Who else do we have?
Oh, hold on.
Chicago.
A gentleman from Chicago. Where are my notes?
Jason Sheff.
Thank you. The chef guy. Yes.
Jason Sheff.
Yes.
I mean, Paul says it sounds cool if you say Chicago's coming, man. Here's the 3 songs. They had to leave 5 hits behind.
Chicago rocks. They are one of my favorites.
Jason was the lead singer for 10 years. A lot of the non-original band members were actually in these bands longer than original members. So it's a funny little relationship. It really is. So Jason had 10 years at the helm, and we can't wait to hear him. He took the place of Peter Cetera. Okay, everyone should know that. This is a guy who took over after Peter left, and he took it over, Peter Cetera from Chicago.
Is that our guy from...
Peter was the singer that Jason took over for 10 years from Chicago, Peter Cetera.
Okay.
You're thinking of Peter Rivera, Susan.
Thank you, Paul.
Ooh, baby, please don't go.
Yeah. Oh, man, I love that stuff.
Yeah, they'll have to decide what they want to do now. There's a group that has more than enough hits to pick from. So we'll see what they come up with. So Fortunes, Chicago. Who else?
I'm writing it down.
The Trogs. We got one more we're missing.
Well, Gary Puckett.
Gary Puckett. Oh, he was in the 4 originals. So we got.
Hold on, I'm writing it down.
Oh, we got 5 originals.
Cowsills, Gary, Association.
Yeah.
And who? Us. No, who else?
This is fun. I love doing this, though. I'll bring up your list, Susan.
How many do we have? We have to have 8. That's the big number.
We have 8.
Also, Dante Puckett, the Fortunes, Trogs, Jason Sheff, and
there we are.
And the Vogues. Yeah, that's it. We did it.
Okay.
Really, just the new ones are the Fortunes, the Trogs, and Jason Sheff from Chicago are the new additions to the tour. That's
3, cool. Man. That's way cool.
That's cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who am I missing on my list?
Gary Puckett.
Oh, thank you. All right, there he is, the Gairmeister.
Vogues, and it's going to be a wild scene. Now, that sounds like now, given that there's only 12 spots per bus, this sounds like potentially more than 12 spots per bus. So we'll see.
But here's what we know.
Who Yeah.
Correct. We have drivers.
Gary
People who
drives.
drive. Gary drives, Vogues drive, sometimes association.
Yeah, I don't remember them.
Were they driving or were they just on the other bus and I never saw them?
One, they were on the other bus.
And we see them most of the times because they drive to the shows that we do, but not happy together.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That's why I have them doing that.
Yeah.
It's going to be wild. It's going to be melancholy because we're without our bossa nova, which I know.
Sounds like a lot of ballads coming at us.
Yeah.
Man, each group has ballads. They should pick the more exciting, unless they can't, what are you going to do?
Maybe, but maybe their research shows that these folks like our ballads. We don't know, right?
Oh, no, it does, because look what the summer we just came off of. The Vogues had 4 ballads. Really?
Jane the Americans.
Yeah. So, but listen, remember we were talking with our Mike Kurtner from the River, our radio compadre. We were actually discussing one of his questions was, do we think ballads or rock is more enduring? He asked that question. I think that's interesting. Like what in the long run from our era is the endurers, and he felt they were ballads. So
well, the ballads, what the ballads do even more than our upbeat pop rock stuff is the ballads truly do bring them to that senior dance or that graduation dance. Yes. I mean, there's no denying that the Vogue
No, you're right. It's more of an emotional, visceral reactor.
Yes.
Roy even references that. He goes, hey, you're probably at your high school prom when you heard this.
Yeah.
So
yay. Just because we didn't go to school doesn't mean we shouldn't join in with the rest of the gang in these wonderful memories.
Yeah. It'll be good.
It will be. It'll be wild, and we'll be like, you guys, we're like, what do they call those people? We're like sociologists. We love to watch humans be humans, me, Bob, and Paul. So the tour is fun almost every portion of the day because you wake up, you see how everyone is, you see how everybody shows up to sound check, and then by nighttime, well, everybody's Polly, what do you got?
We're going to be, I bet, there's a possibility, and this could be a question asked to Ron because we would need to know this as far as days and dates, but it sounds like we might be headed to Atlanta just prior.
Rehearsal. Wow.
I don't know,
Yeah, I don't know.
If you're singing a song with Ron Dante.
Well, I don't know, but yeah, if I am, I'm going to need to rehearse.
Just saying.
True. Look, let's text who.
This is it. Yeah, let's text Ron. Ask him about drivers and bus people.
Okay, here it comes.
We got time. Although Mark's going to come on pretty soon. By the way, Mark is due in 2 minutes. Mark Lester, he's calling in from England, and it's 6 p.m. there, which is why we're up and early at it here. And hope everything goes okay. If it doesn't, that's okay. We can reconstitute as we know. We got the technology to do it.
Yeah. Hey guys, I did want to mention this. So the girl Kit, she was at our last show. The little journalist girl.
Yeah,
I want to get her on the podcast and just dive into what the heck she's doing.
I love that idea.
Yeah. Do we have contact info or anything like that?
I have all the contact info.
This is other walks of life, but still in our world.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Do it. Got to do it.
Okay.
Wait, what were we wondering for? We wanted to ask Ron something, and we talked about 3
drivers.
things. Thank you.
Oh, never mind.
Nothing happens now. And did you warn him about me?
No,
I did.
Oh, good.
Well, it's a warning.
Ladies and gentlemen, on our podcast, Mark Lester's name has shown up, and there he is.
There he is.
You look good,
holding
Mark. You look great.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Well, a lot of cute little boys don't necessarily turn into quite handsome men.
Yeah,
and you did do that.
You flatter me.
You did.
Hey, I'm supposed to be the one flattering him. Mark Lester belongs to me in this group. Hi, Mark.
Hey, you're looking gorgeous.
Don't even start there, brother. Bob, did you warn him?
I don't warn people about you.
All right. So here's the bottom line of this whole thing. And every Cowsill fan, believe it or not, already knows this. So people who are watching our Cowsill podcast know my history. And they know that I effectively dumped Davy Jones for you.
For Mark?
Oh, okay.
I did. I was in love with Davy Jones my whole life. And I met him once,
Monkeys.
and it was one
Yes.
I was a fangirl, Mark. And then I met him, and then of course the age just, it was just not cool. And then Oliver came out, and there you were, and I fell in love with you. And so when my brother said we can have Mark Lester on our podcast, I truly I celebrated. So
Ah,
welcome.
sweet.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, it's nice to be here.
Okay,
Yes.
so can I start, you guys?
Yeah, go.
Yes.
Okay, so I usually start most of them, and what we all love to know about our guests is before you were a famous actor, child actor, adult actor, when you were born and coming up in your home, what did you want to do? Did you always want to act? Was it in your household, or did you have other young Mark aspirations?
It kind of was in my household because my mum and dad were well, my dad did a lot of kind of commercials back in the sort of in the mid 60s, and he did a lot of stuff for like toothpaste commercials and very liquid. And I think the first thing I ever did was an advert. He was on a fairy snow advert, and they needed a kid, a baby, and I was like 2 or something. So my dad said, "Yeah, my son. He's outside the pushchair," and so they wheeled me on, and I think that was my first taste of the cameras. Although I don't really remember it too well, but so I guess it was kind of ingrained a bit in my DNA. Did I ever want to do anything else? I kind of went through a stage where I wanted to be an astronaut, but I didn't think that was going to happen. So
There you
I had
go.
to stick with the acting.
Well, wait a minute. Mark did do something else. He became a doctor of osteopathy or something. He
Oh,
got
okay, that's later. Yeah.
science, and he's a brilliant guy. We'll get into that.
But evidently, he wasn't thinking about that when he was a youngin. You were loving the limelight. So your folks decided that this might be a good opportunity for you. Did you do a bunch of things when you were little, or did you take a break and then land Oliver? How did that happen?
No, well, I went to a drama school from the age of 5, and I
okay.
used to do. Yeah, I mean that's all I know. And I did. I used to do a lot of TV work, so I'd go out on catalogs. We used to, before the internet, we used to have the. Well, you remember, like
I'm afraid
catalogs.
so.
When we used to look through books
Yeah.
to buy our clothing and whatever.
And our toys.
Anyway, I used to do these. And I seem to remember doing these knitting pattern books as well. Is that even a thing anymore?
I did those where you have the book with the yarn. It was lovely.
Yeah, and then they tell you how to. Anyway, so they always have a model kid who would model like the sweaters and whatever. Anyway, so I did a lot of that, and I did a lot of TV ads, and then I did a few movies before I did Oliver. But nothing really is. That was the big one. I did a movie called Our Mother's House, which was before Oliver, and that was I had quite a large role in that one.
Oh, really? See that.
It's a very creepy film.
I figured.
Oh, okay.
It sounded like it right away.
Yeah, it's quite a dark, but we got a lot of attention and got quite a lot of awards. Dirk Bogarde, I don't know if you remember Dirk Bogarde.
Yeah.
He was the main guy in it, and
Okay.
he played the dad, and we were the kids who basically kill him. So it's all
Cool.
very
That's awful.
very very dark.
Well, that'll be tonight's fare for me.
And so,
what do you got,
Oliver,
Polly?
was that one of your biggest movies? Well, up to the time that you did it?
Yeah, that would have been the biggie. Yeah, that would have been the big one.
And were you intimidated at all with just the cast and the
Production.
hugeness of it all,
Yeah,
and the
No.
words you had to learn?
No, not really, because I mean I was only like 8 years old, and it was a big adventure for me. I just turned up, and everyone was really really great, very supportive. I think I was one of the youngest on the set because most of the Fagans guys, Jack Wild,
They were older.
they were quite a bit older than me. I was like 8. They're all about 14, 15, which is quite a big gap. And so they always kind of looked after me, and they were supportive.
Great.
Yeah, so it wasn't really very difficult
Well, then I have a couple of
at
questions.
all.
Bob, do you have something?
Well, I have a question
Go
too.
ahead.
Well, have I had a question?
No, not
Bob,
yet.
you have
Okay, then
one.
it's my turn. Okay.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Well, there's three of us. I do have a question. I'm so curious about this. We all know historically that you didn't sing the songs in Oliver. Somebody else did it for you. But my question is, did you know you couldn't sing going into that movie and they decided ahead of time, we want this guy, we'll sing for him? Or was it later you tried it and said, oh my God.
I couldn't sing and I couldn't dance either. So
I
God knows
saw
why.
that.
You say yes to a
So-
musical?
I know. Actually, it's not 100% true, because
Okay.
what they did was, in some of the songs, they mixed my voice in with, I think it was the
Yes.
musical director. And so, because I can hear like parts of me, I couldn't hit the high notes. So they
Okay.
used the daughter of
Yeah,
John
Cap. Yeah.
John Green, was it? Yeah. Anyway, so it's not, I mean, yes, I remember going to the recording studio and having to do singing. So the bits that I couldn't hit, they kind of
Okay, so
spliced it
I
all.
now want to ask a
One
trivia
follow-up.
question.
One
Oh,
follow-up.
Bob, go
question.
ahead.
Sorry.
It's
One
okay.
follow-up question. Hey, Mark. So I'm curious about the girl Kathy. So after she did this successful singing in the Oliver movie, did she go on to have a singing career or do anything with that, or was that just a one-off?
I don't, to be honest with you, I don't know. I've not really heard. It was Kathy Green, wasn't it? I think.
I think so.
John Green was the musical
We can
director.
look it up.
I haven't heard anything about her,
was
so
just
I
about-
don't know. I don't think if she did go on to do anything, I certainly I don't know about that.
That's just curious about it. Okay, so
Thank you, Robert. Okay, it's a two-parter. First is I know this in my ear about I had probably, I don't know, 6 copies of that album that I wore out. And I don't know if you know this, but the Cowsills, we were on a variety show called Craft Music Hall, and Jack Wild,
Yeah.
he was the special guest.
I've seen the YouTube clip of it.
oh, with the
It's
green sweaters.
Yeah, I love it. It was really, really good. It is so of the 70s, wasn't it? Oh, wow.
Yes,
It was
yes.
brilliant. Yeah.
Seriously,
We
and
love
you must understand that we have just probably come from the theater a month ago. Again, it was all in real time. So I was beside myself, except for it was Jack and not you. At which point he spent a good deal of his time messing with me, telling me you were horrible, rotten, awful, the worst character. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, well, of course you like, oh, he's a piece of, just being a boy.
Yeah.
You're laughing, but it was really upsetting to me. He got me crying and enjoyed it because
Oh my gosh.
oh my gosh is right. I loved you. But here's a question about the audio. And you might not remember it, and this is such a geeky fan thing, but one of the things I think you're singing is just thinking of growing fat. And it doesn't sound like the little girl to me in my head. So I'd like for you to go back and identify all the parts you sang and get back to me.
That'll take a long time.
My ear is so tuned to it. Go ahead, guys.
Let me say one quick thing.
Oh, you can have him.
Mark, Susan is 8 years old in 1968 when this movie comes out. Okay.
Yeah.
And now we're kind of famous too. So we have an NBC special. The songs from Oliver were so ingrained in us that we even put Consider Yourself in our TV special with Susan and her little brothers washing a St. Bernard dog.
Yeah.
I
love it.
And the movie. And then we go on Playboy After Dark, which is Hugh Hefner's TV show. And
Wow.
Susan is singing Where Is Love like you did it because she wants to bond with you that night.
I love it.
And it
I
was
actually
great.
talked them into I never got my way on anything, Mark. I was 8. And I remember just saying, I want to sing Where Is Love? And everybody went, what?
That's on YouTube. Everything's on YouTube, of course.
Okay.
Quick question about, go ahead, Paul.
No, you go ahead, Bob.
Okay, quick question about 12 Oscar nominations. Now, I'm just curious. It's such a big movie in 68. Did you all get to come to Hollywood or New York, wherever it was, and have a table, and the whole cast from Oliver is there at the Academy Awards, or did you just hear about it at home?
Oh God, no, I was there.
Oh,
Oh,
I
great.
actually gave on a White her Oscar. I went on
oh,
stage
oh my God.
to give her Oscar. So I know I was there. They put us up. I remember we all
How
stayed at
awesome.
the Beverly Wilshire Hotel in
Well,
LA, and the Columbia. It was they had cars for us. I'd never known anything like it. So we had our own. I mean, well, I used to go on the bus when I was back in England, and I had my own like chauffeur, and this was
Wow.
brilliant. And Jack had his room, and he figured out that everything was like on Columbia. So he figured out that he could order from the local toy store, and I remember he ordered all these Hot Wheels, and he had a whole room full of Hot Wheels cars. And he said, Mark, all you have to do is ring down to reception and contact this toy store, and they'll send anything you want. And I was like, whoa, I better not do. I'll get into really big trouble. Anyway, so I didn't, but Jack did. And he had I remember all these Hot Wheels. Must have had the entire catalog of Hot Wheels in his room. And so we spent a lot of time
that is
whizzing these
great.
little cars round and round on tracks.
Oh my gosh. That is incredible. And so this kind of leads me to my question. I was going to ask if Jack, when you guys were working and stuff, was he a mischievous kind of guy? Did he ever get you in trouble? Because he came and he stayed with us
Yeah.
in Santa Monica, California for a while. He was over here, and my dad and the manager or something knew each other. So Jack was staying with us, and we were in our rehearsal hall, and and all of a sudden Jack lights up a cigarette. and Dude, it was like it blew our minds
It blew
because
our minds.
it just blew our
Yeah,
minds because
he was pretty. Is a cheat. Yeah,
cheeky.
sounds about right.
okay.
So
Yeah.
look, okay, so Jack, I mean, the Jack that we got is the Jack that you got. Were you guys good pals?
Yeah, oh God, yeah. I mean, although obviously he was quite a bit older, as we got
Yes.
older, then the age gap narrows. So, with his first wife, Gaynor, they had a really lovely house sort of in just outside London, and quite often at weekends they'd have big parties there. So Jacoby, I think he got married. He would have been about 22 or something.
Wow, awesome.
And then about 14, 15. And they used to have these great parties. And then we would play Cowboys and Indians, and we'd have, because of course we don't have guns we don't have guns like you guys have over there. So we'd have like these things called air guns, and we'd
Oh yeah,
fire.
they made it over.
But it was crazy because we were like firing each other. And I mean, God knows how there wasn't a serious injury because
Yeah.
no one seemed to care.
A wild kid.
Now,
We were pretty wild in those days.
That's
But
awesome.
we all came out of it okay,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think. Anyway,
Well,
I'm
Jack
sure.
had some troubles in the end. Did y'all? I'm sorry, Bob. What do you got?
no, I'm just saying, Jack and you and Jack did your own movie together shortly after Oliver, I think.
They did Melody.
Together.
Yeah, that's right. We did Melody, which is funny actually because it's a nice movie, but with
I love
music by the beat. Yeah, it's a nice little bit. It kind of went under the radar
Crosby,
this
Stills,
country.
McGrath. Yeah.
But it was a huge hit in Japan of all places, and the Far East. So I've been to Japan many times on the back of that movie.
Oh wow.
A couple of years ago, they did a 50-year anniversary of the movie,
Oh,
and I went over to Tokyo where they had some screenings of it, and people were, I mean, just coming up and like literally crying and saying how much it changed their lives. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
Love it.
well, it was a nice movie, but I don't know if it was life-changing.
That's so.
But,
No,
you know.
that's our world.
Changed Susan's life.
Oh, stop it. I wouldn't have flown to Japan. Yes, I would have. No, I wouldn't have. But I did. I mean, it was under the radar, but not if you were a Mark Lester fan. There was a group of us. We knew Run Wild, Run Free.
Okay.
Now I'm a horse girl. Now remember, I'm just a little girl, and I have a huge crush on you. So I'm following you to every movie you're going to go to. You do Run Wild, Run Free. I'm going to leave home because he lives out in the wilderness with this horse where I want to live with him. And then
Yeah.
the rest of the world will go away and we'll ride this one horse he's got. And but you did a lot of stuff, man. You didn't just and there's some stuff later that I'm gonna now go retro look for.
Can I ask a question about the Oscars? Because weren't you nominated for supporting actor?
No, I wasn't. Jack was.
Oh, Jack was.
And Ron Moody was
Sykes,
nominated for. No, he was Fagin. He was nominated.
Fagin.
He was nominated for Best Actor,
Oh, okay.
which I think he lost out to Ernest Borgnine. I think that year, who I worked with later in another movie.
But who won what? You're up there on stage with everyone. Who won what in that Oscar? Who got?
I think Oliver got Best Picture.
It did.
Best
Well, there you
Director,
go.
I think.
Oh, right, Best Director. You're right.
Well, I don't think any of the actors got anything, but he got Best Musical,
It
Best
must have been a
Music
big
Score.
year because
It was pretty big. I think I remember I was sitting next to Barbara Streisand, at the front of the thing. And of course, I'm only a little kid and I'm like 10. So I didn't really know who any of these people were.
Wow.
And I remember I did know because we bumped into Tony Curtis in the drugstore opposite the Beverly Wilshire Hotel.
Wow.
And he was such a nice guy.
Oh.
And I'm not even sure whether he was at the Oscars. He was just in the drugstore buying
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wow.
chewing gum or something.
Hollywood.
I know it was, but then I think I don't know if it's changed. I haven't been back since then, but it was really glamorous back in the day.
It's not the same. The glamour left, I think, somewhere in the early 70s. The glamour, part of it.
I think the glamour did. I think it's now a kind of the red carpet seems to be a sort of a showcase for mostly political agenda now, which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah.
But may I ask a couple of Ron Moody, was he a cool guy? Was he fun or not fun?
Oh, Ron was great. He was very, very serious. He was a very serious kind of method type actor, but he was a lovely man. In fact, he's dead now, but we went to Chicago for one of these signing things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do.
And and Shaney was there.
Shaney Wallace. She played Nancy.
Shaney Wallace, Nancy, Ron Moody, Fagin, and myself. And we spent about 3 or 4 days in Chicago. And one of these, not Comic-Con, but it's similar.
They're fan-based meet greetings that you go.
Yeah, that's right. People like
we do it.
I met Butch Patrick there from.
Oh, he's a schoolmate of ours. Yes, we do you did one of Chiller. Was it Chiller?
I did a Chiller, yes.
Okay.
In New York. That was great fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it was great. Really good fun. I really enjoyed those things. It's fantastic fun. And we're all like mates and
you see old friends and even guys like Butch. I don't know about you, but we have found, being child stars, we all went to a school in Hollywood called Hollywood Professional School. Butch Patrick went there. All the Brady kids went there, the Brady bunch. And what I find through the years, my brother John, our brother John, is in a band with Bill Mumy from the kid from Lost in Space.
Oh gosh, I love that show.
Well, they have a band. I know, don't you? Well, it's like we all have made it up in the end. We're all friends. We did this together. We were kids. We're all ancient now, and it's lovely for us. I mean, we talk to Butch all the time. I mean, we just
send him my regards because he's actually a friend of mine. He's a friend of mine on Facebook, but I never hardly ever post anything.
He's a lovely cat. He was best friends with our brother Bear.
Oh, we chatted. We had a great. I think we met. That wasn't in Chicago. I think that was in Los Angeles when we did Hollywood, whatever it is.
It's all good.
Wow. Yeah, it was great. Absolutely great.
So,
and then sorry, go
ahead. Right. No, you.
I was going to say my daughter was absolutely in love with. I'm trying to think of his name. The guy was in the A-Team who was Ace Face.
The blonde guy. Oh, come on, y'all. It wasn't Mr. T and it wasn't George
No, it wasn't Mr.
Peppard,
T. It wasn't
and
George
it wasn't George
Peppard.
Peppard. So it was
It was the other dude,
the cool,
or the other dude, the cool one.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But she loved him.
my daughter absolutely loved him, and she heard that I was going to be in the same room as him. So she said, "Oh, Dad, please get his autograph." So I went over and I thought, oh, I never ask people for the autographs, but anyway, I did it for her. So I said, "Would you sign this?" I'm trying to think of his name. Anyway, such a lovely guy. Not only did he sign picture, he sent some memorabilia for my daughter, and he was so sweet.
I'm gonna get his name, Mark.
That's good.
That is tough to do.
We do this all the time.
Yeah, get his name. We got to give him a good mention.
Look, we're all over 65 here, and this is
You
our
do
first
that,
right
Susan.
now. I got it. Dirk.
So,
I
Mark-
almost said Dirk Benedict. Is that
Which
it?
one?
Dirk
No.
Benedict.
Dirk Benedict. Yeah, that's it. That's the guy.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
Fabulous guy. Really
Yeah.
lovely guy.
Sweet.
Lovely guy.
Yeah. No, Dirk was huge. He's 80, y'all.
I know. It's just, I know. It's. When I think back to the 80s or the 70s, it seems like it's about 3 weeks ago, and now to realize it's like 50 years ago.
Look in the mirror.
It's quite scary.
It's very
It is.
frightening. And I think you're awesome for getting your daughter that autograph, young man. So
Yeah.
wait, so now we've got to take you. You make all these movies.
No, wait a minute.
Polly, go Polly.
I got a question because Mark, you've just been busy as a thespian, as an actor. And I'm always curious because we laugh about our schooling. How did school go for you? Because you were such a young actor. I know they had those studio teachers and all that, but did you feel like you got an education along the way? Were you able to go to regular school or college?
Yeah, I did go to regular school, and my parents tried to make when I did my movies, they tried to time it so it was mainly in the holidays, when in vacation time.
Novel idea, parents.
Wow, yeah.
But when I did the movies, and I always had a private tutor. So when I went back to my kind of main school, I was always well ahead because I obviously had one-to-one tuition.
Can I ask you, did your parents feel it was important that you kept your education up? Was that part of
it's
it?
a legal requirement in the UK. It must be in the States as well.
It is
My
as
dad
well.
didn't
Anybody
care.
on set,
Our parents
right?
could have cared less. But
Yeah.
it's just curious if your folks actually cared. It sounds like they did, because this is
Yeah. I mean, they did, but also it was a legal requirement, so I had to be educated. Yeah.
Okay. So
I have
go ahead, Bob.
a question. So back to Oliver. I'm just a question about the people you were working with, because I mean, who was Oliver Reed? Bill Sykes, I think. Is that who Bill Sykes was?
I think so.
My question.
Oliver Reed. Yeah.
Oliver Reed. Now, were you aware of the status of these actors you're coming in with? These were pretty famous at the time. And
No, I had no idea any of them were. I don't, because Oliver Reed was mainly not an adult.
Right.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
I mean, not an adult actor, not in the sense of adult movies. He was more doing films that a child would not have watched, like The Werewolf and some heist movies. So, in fact, it wasn't until later I realized that Carol Reed was actually his uncle. I didn't even know that.
Wow.
That's what I was going to ask you. Who the director was? Was that person related to Oliver? So that's all kind of
yes. Yes, he was nephew.
The young lady who was Shaney's little gal pal. Who is that?
Sheila White.
Yeah. She was lovely. I thought she was so. Paul, I'm just gonna sit here and reminisce.
No, I got a quick one. With all the production numbers,
yeah.
I mean, consider yourself. It's like involves the whole community on the movie, you know. So with all the production numbers, did this movie take a long time to film?
Yeah, it took a year.
Wow. Because it
didn't take a year to film. We did 3 months of rehearsrsal and then 9 months of shooting.
Wow.
I mean, it's just, you couldn't do that now. I mean, it would be impossible.
Did you all have a sense that you were working on something special?
No.
Okay, good.
Well, I kind of know. I mean, that's not true. I mean, yes and no. I didn't. I mean, I was 8 years old.
Yeah, you're very young.
So I knew that it was a big production, but I had no idea
What
that it
would
would
come?
be,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly, and how popular it would be, even, 50, nearly 60 years on. So, yeah, I had no idea of
Yeah.
Yeah.
the magnitude of it.
And you went right in, so that movie comes out, Mark, and all of a sudden you're in 16 magazine, you're in all these teen magazines, and you become like a teen idol, really. I mean, Susan was one of them. And so were you feeling that as it happened? I'm trying to remember when it happened for us. It was like, oh, wow.
We were in the same magazines at the same
Uh,
time.
Well,
oh,
we were
wow, that's
certainly,
great.
yeah.
They were
And
good
how
fun.
was that?
Tiger Beat, was it?
Yes.
Tiger Beat.
Yeah, Tiger Beat
Tiger
and
Beat
16.
16.
Actually, I have to ask my mother-in-law, who's sitting across the room. What were the magazines, Eve?
Teen magazine.
Teen,
Teen
Yeah.
Beat. The Mirror. Yep.
Mirror.
Mirror. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All of them.
You're in England getting wind of this. We're over in the,
So on you come into these teen magazines, and now you're
Yeah.
directly in my world. I am so happy, and that's when Davy Jones got pushed aside. I had an
Poor David Jones.
age-appropriate boy to be a fan of, and I'm not kidding. I sent away. I got the 8x10s. I had a scrapbook. It's all that, Mark.
Oh
Tell
my
your
God.
wife I'm sorry.
you love
No,
That's
that's
so
my
cool.
mother-in-law. My wife's actually up in London at the moment. So
Oh, okay.
my mother, she's my wife's from Fort Worth. So she but Eve, her mum, is
Oh,
I'm
lovely.
looking after her for while Brooke's up in London.
great.
That's awesome. Okay, we
Am I
got
doing well?
we must get you from your acting to your other career. Bob, go ahead, Bob. You have some.
Well, it's like I'm just curious. We all have our arc of our career. We're still in ours, but it's not what it used to be, of course. But you're gonna change, and I'm just curious. Did your acting career naturally diminish, and you picked up? I'm a smart guy. I like science and biology. Did the phone stop ringing, or did you leave and say, "I've had enough of this. I need to get a real life"? How did that all
Yeah, that's a
transition?
good question, actually. I think what happened was the kind of work tailed off. It was late 70s, and um, and then I did some stage stuff, which I really enjoyed, but I got really bored with after about three weeks of repetitive doing the same thing on stage.
You
It was,
enjoyed it, but got bored of it. Yeah, okay.
I did because it becomes very monotonous.
Sure.
And it was fun. I did a few things touring around UK, and then I just decided that it just wasn't really for me, and I wasn't prepared to sit by the phone and wait for work. So my dad at the time had some restaurants, so I kind of worked for him for a bit. Just
In what capacity? Just curious.
making coffees in the
Right
restaurant,
on.
helping waiting at the tables, and
Right on.
all sorts of things, running, the bread backwards and forwards from between the restaurants.
Host the thing, whatever. Got it.
So while I was doing that, then I started doing martial arts. And through the martial arts, I got an interest in sports injury. So I was seeing a lot of guys in competitions getting injured and no one seemed to know what to do. So I thought it might be a good idea to get some sort of knowledge about sports injury. So I studied to be an osteopath.
Wow.
Wow.
Because everybody does.
Everybody does that.
No, I mean, I couldn't just flip that switch over here.
When you're working for the restaurant, are you getting a lot of, hey, Oliver, Mark Lester, what are you doing here? What's going on with you? You got to recognize it.
Well, yes and no. I mean, yeah, I did get people coming in and asking for autographs and stuff, but I think the English are very reserved. I remember being at a bus stop once and some girls, so it's probably just after I did Oliver, and some guys just going into town and sitting at the bus stop, and there's three girls came up and said, "You're Mark Lester, aren't you?" And I went, "No, I'm not." And they went, "Yes, you are. Yes, you are." And after about 5 minutes, I said, "Oh, yes, I am." And they went, "No, you're not. No, you're not." You can't win, can you?
No, you can't. Yeah, fans were a whole other thing. Listen to me, I'm one, but I'm not like them.
Hey, listen,
Oh.
I got out of a cab once in Hawaii and they insisted I looked like I was Donovan, you know, and they would not accept. And I was famous at the time as the Cowsills, and they still didn't accept it. And they asked me to sign Donovan's name. And I kind of did it. I said, well, I guess I did. You know, it's the craziest thing in the world.
Well, why
But
not?
you're funny. I'm not him. Well, I am. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
I know. The more you deny it, the more they think that that you really are.
And Mark, Mark, it's funny, and I wonder again how you were feeling it, if you ever got a feeling or a notion that it was out there happening. But when that movie ended, and look, we must have seen that movie 9 times, Oliver,
Over.
and the whole big thing, we kept running up to people and we would go, "You want more?"
Oh, yeah.
You know, the whole more thing. I mean,
Please,
did that, did that follow you around?
Yeah, it still
Yeah.
does. In fact,
It
this
still
afternoon I went. I know it's early this morning your time, but this afternoon I went over to a school, the local school, where they're actually doing a production of Oliver,
Oh,
and I spoke to all the kiddies there, and they did ask that question about what was my favorite line in the movie, and I think that it has to be, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like our life without hair.
Oh my God, we loved it.
Yeah, we love it. Go, Bob.
Were you ever able to, all of you, were you ever able years later to have a reunion, let's say, or some kind of get together where you all celebrated your great victory in that movie?
Yeah, well, they did do a BBC, I think the BBC or ITV here in the UK did or BBC not very popular at the moment, are they? I think it must have been ITV. Anyway,
Popular, don't worry about it.
I don't. Not at all. I'm 100% behind Donald. So
I'm 100% behind me. My flowers in the backyard.
so
But
anyway, yeah, they did
BBC, is there a recording of it?
I think it probably is.
I'm gonna go look.
It's done. It must have been about 15 years ago because
Oh.
Jack was there. Ron was
I'm
there.
looking it up.
Shaney was there.
Was she wonderful?
Oh, Shaney's great. I mean, she lives near you guys. Where is she? In
We got to get
Santa Barbara.
we got to get a hold of Jack.
No, Jack.
No,
passed, you guys.
Jack
Jack.
ain't with us anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Jack passed. What? Like that was about? Like when was that, Mark? Like
Quite a long time ago. I'd say
8
about
years?
No, we're talking like 2003,
So he didn't make that reunion. Okay.
2004, I think.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. I've lost track.
Yeah.
Jack went down, Jack was Jack.
2006, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor old Jack. Yeah, he got quite ill, and
Yeah.
it was unfortunately a downward trajectory for him.
Yeah. So you have chosen academia and you're going to focus on sports medicine. Is that your life today? Is that what you do?
Yeah, no, I mean, my main interest was getting in through the sports injury aspect of it. But I mean, yeah, I do see sports people, but it's in general. I guess I'd be more like a chiropractor would be in the US. So, I'm seeing a lot of neck and back injuries, mainly. That would be the,
Well,
but anything that's got
you got into acupuncture, right? Or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love
So
acupuncture.
I do that along with the manipulations. It seems to work quite well together.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Are there physicians in your family, or did you just lateral that way because you were
No.
going?
That was just me.
Weirdo.
I don't know. Maybe been my great grandfather. I don't know, but no, I'm the only one.
Okay.
Good. Good. Well, Mark, we got to let you go. It's getting late in England.
I know it's dark here. Can you
It's
believe
really
that?
dark here. We have
It gets
daylight.
dark at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon now.
I want to tell you,
Yeah.
this has been a bucket list I didn't know I had. So it has been a huge pleasure for me to meet you.
Well, it's been a great pleasure for me to meet all of you, and especially you, of course.
Of course.
And thank you for having me on your podcast.
Yeah, thank
All right.
you.
Oh,
It was
one
great.
last question.
We
Are
loved you, Mark.
Yeah.
We all loved you so much,
forever?
man.
They love you as much as I do. They know you. They
Yeah.
couldn't.
Sweet.
But one last
Yeah.
thing. Are you doing any acting or are you just hanging in the medical field?
No, I'm just hanging in the medical field.
All good.
So
All
unless maybe we actually built, Eve and I have been watching this thing called Tulsa King with
Oh,
We love
Sylvester.
it.
We absolutely love it.
We love it.
Yes.
So
It's
if
great.
Sylvester Stallone wants to,
I'll
put me
call
in
him.
one of his things, I will
Oh.
do it because we love
Yes.
Sylvester.
That's
Oh,
something
yeah.
you should write him, Mark. You should say, Mark Lester here. I've been watching your show and I would come out of retirement. I would love that.
I would for him. Him and
Think about
Arnie.
it. Think about it.
Yeah.
All
last-
right.
I have one last question, Mark. I'm just curious. In your life, after Oliver, were you ever asked to, or did you ever perform as a singer, a decent version of Where Is Love or
No.
or did
No.
you by saying,
No,
I
I
don't-
couldn't do it. I couldn't do it in the first place, so I'm not going to be able to do it.
Well,
You
if
know
you'd
that
like to see,
pressure.
if you'd like to see my version, it's out there on Playboy After Dark of all things, because that's where every
Okay.
9-year-old girl belongs.
All right.
It's
okay.
a lovely, right? But that was my choice was the song.
But
All right, yeah.
I only ask that because we come from a world, the music world,
Mhm.
where if a group loses its lead singer, somebody else in that group usually steps forward and says, "I'm the lead singer now," and does it. But that doesn't really work in your
Well,
business.
no, you're a female. Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, lucky she didn't, she's still there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That
All
was-
right, Mark Lester, we're gonna let you go. Say, give your mom-in-law a hug for me, and that's
I
a
will.
nice
She's a
fire
lovely
you got
lady.
going back there.
Love to Brooke, everything. All right.
Good
Goodbye,
luck,
everyone.
Fabulous. Bye.
Thank you
Bye,
so
y'all.
much.
Bye,
Thank you.
boys.
Pleasure.